All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to my stream. I'm still sick, just in the head, physically. No, I mean, I got a cold. Let me check the audio levels here. Waiting for my voice. The scratchy voice that doesn't seem to be coming across. Let me refresh my browser here. Test 1 2 voice. There it is. Alright, for some reason I had to refresh my browser. Alright, let's get the game going here. I do have some piping hot tea with honey. I have some throat lozenges, so I should be okay. Alright, let's get the game going. There we go. So, I am sick. Big head cold thing. Came on just the other night. Take a sip of my big tea. Oh, good lord, that's hot. Oh, I'm starting to sweat. Oh, it's hot. Hot. Oh, and I can dispense with that. I don't have music twice. do. And Kerbal is... There it is. Alright, cool. That took forever. Alright, so we have something historical to do today. I am sweating. Wow, that's embarrassing. And then I also want to come up with a better solution for Drill's habitation. And then test it on the Mun. Alright, so what do we gotta do? Voyager 1? Is that what I put? Voyager 1. Alright, let's go take a look at that. Oh, I have a picture. Alright, let me... that's not the picture I was hoping for. Wiki, there it is. So, what I didn't know was the Mariner program. So, we got the Mariner... let's see. Oh, yeah. So Mariner 9, we just completed, but we have Mariner 10. Right. But Mariner 11 and 12 are canceled, and they became Voyager 1 and 2. Pretty cool. I mean, completely different designs. But still. Alright, let me find some better pictures of... Oh, and I was reading this last night. That Voyager 1, as of February of this year, February 11th. Oh, is that today? Does that thing update automatically? Weird. Voyager 1 has 73.22% of the plutonium-238 that it had at launch. And by 2050, it'll still have over 56% fuel. That's amazing. But from what I understand, the plutonium-238 is getting harder and harder to come by, so... Yeah. Alright, so... Oh, I was going to find a picture. This is going to be a tough one, too. Because it's got weird antennas everywhere. Let me go find a better picture here real quick. So I can share with the class. Images. Please. Go. Something up close. Okay, that's from behind. That won't help. Excuse me. Trying to find a better picture here. Andy Blobber, how you doing? Do. Hey, they make a Lego Voyager one. Cool. I'm just trying to find. Oh, okay. Here's a good picture. Grab that one. Copy that, and we're gonna put it over. Put it over this one. Excuse me, that's rude. Alright, so that's what we're working on. And it's going to be close. The problem I have is the magnometer boom. Now, if I had DM Magic installed, I could create that. I mean, they have it. So, Andy, I want to order food, but I don't want anything but soup. We'll order some soup. Soup in a cup. Can't go wrong. Alright, so since I'm talking, I'm going to pop me a throat lozenge here. Alright, so let's accept... Oh, wait. 1977, 78, and Shuttle in 81. Alright, so Voyager 1 is what we're going to do. And again, we're going to try to make it as close as possible out of stock parts. So the question I have, from this picture I can tell, actually this probably won't be that hard. We can probably use one of these, but for sizing, for a dish antenna, do I use this, which has got a range of 158? I need a better picture of the antenna. Actually, it looks like this one, 61. So this one's better. And that actually looks fairly close to scale. You know, I've been... Focus, I've been calling you Focus, and you said it was... How is it pronounced? This is our mission today. So that's the antenna we're going to send. Alright. Yep. But you said it was pronounced another way. It's like fluffy banana or something. I forgot. Alright, so, and it looks like it also has, based on that picture, something like that. That's too big. Do we have anything else that's round? Fogs. Got it. Fogs. But Focus is fine. You like... Why does everyone say that? Why is it when I pronounce somebody's name wrong, they say it's fine? Oh well. I appreciate it. And I'm probably going to forget. If we go to aerodynamics... Holy shnikey, that thing's big. Where's the small one at? There it is. I don't know what purpose that's going to serve. Fluffy banana. I don't. I'm sick and delirious. And I'm going to take a swig of my tea. Hot tea with honey. Alright, so that's what we're going to send, but we need to do some other stuff here. So I need to kind of pick... So power's not going to be a problem because... And we're going to have to do... Fluffy banana. That was stupid. Why would I say fluffy banana? What the heck is a fluffy banana would mean a bad banana. Bad banana. Fluffy banana. I'm laughing at my own Alright, not quite. Let's do this. No, hey. Cut out. Want to keep fluffy banana. Why would you want to keep a fluffy banana? Still. Alright, let's try this. Whoa! Not that. No. Weird. If you ever notice why I look like this when I do that, I'm checking down here for the, if I have angle snap on or not. I don't know why I have to dip like a dog, like, woo. Oh, wait a minute, wait, go back. Alright, these do not have... Alright, those don't have auto strut. Some sort of dessert. Really? Ew. Ah, but these have auto strut. Nice! Ooh! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alright, I think that should work. So I'm hoping that the struts through that. Oh well. Alright, let's take this and just one click in. And let's take these a couple clicks. Like that. Now it says they have 3, but I don't think I need 3. I think 2 is going to be fine just for scale. Yeah. Alright. So... Is that the small one? Holy sh... That is big. Whoa. Alright. Alright. And then we have a cam... What did I do for cam... Oh, I did... Oh, yeah, I did a seismometer for a camera last time. Where's another picture? And it's gold. We can't do anything about gold. We don't have any gold pieces. Alright. So it looks like the camera is something similar to this. So what I can do is copy that. Put this on this side. Get rid of the RTGs. Hey Pap, how you doing? Time for the long-range mission to Jewel. Yeah, but I'm horrible at flybys and you know, slingshot and gravity assists. By the way, guys, gals, whoever's in chat, Pap1723 is actually the mod author of the mod I'm using for the historical contracts. So need to thank him. Alright. I think for cameras, what did I do last time? This is going to be, I grabbed... Is anything... Now see, this camera's just... That's huge. Goo containers are too big. Last time I used a couple of these, and it worked out. I mean, it looked like a camera. See if we can't put some stuff that maybe I can use. Maybe. Because they have one that's squarish. You can't see it there. I have another picture I'm looking at. Let me share this one also. Oops. Right. Alright, let me, There. So, we got the RTGs. This is where the cameras are going to be. And I have a funny feeling I should put a little bit of battery storage in this too. And a reaction wheel. And some fuel. And an engine. Yep. Alright. See, I want to put something in there that's a camera that's going to be functional, but then again, putting a seismometer for space, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to make my own camera out of parts. I think. Wait a minute. Put this one down below. Odie, how you doing, man? Thanks for popping in, Odie. Alright, what am I doing here? Odie, do you stream KSP? Do you just play it? Doesn't look like you stream. You asked so many questions, I thought you were a streamer of KSP. My bad. Alright, this one I want to do. I think that's going to fit, but I want to do something. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Can I get... No. Oh, I destroyed it. Huh. I just stranded Jeb in orbit. That's what Jeb was actually bred for. Never feel bad. Jeb is a professional test pilot. Just need to send a nice letter to his family. That's all. Sorry, guys. I am sick. Hence, India's sick. Alright, so now I want to attach you to there. Yeah. No, not that. There we go. Alright, so let's Sorry for the slurp. Hey, do these by chance have... No. Wait, one. There we go. They don't have auto strut. I need to put something that gives me a strut this through. That looks horrible, actually. Alright. So that's one camera. But it's a science, so that's cool. Where's my picture at? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't look right. Alright, I need another science experiment that looks like a camera. Ish. Surface, atmosphere. That thing's gargantuan size. That almost looks like the RTG container in the picture. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Can I do a mirror? Please? Alright, it's going not the way I want. Great. That's awesome. No. Fine. I had a small idea here. Let's see if this works. So it'll look like one big container. That's kind of cool. Alright. Alright, still want to do a camera on this side. Another something that looks like a camera. I would like to do stock though. Oh. Alright, we need to put... Alright, we got a relay antenna. This is going to give us to 61.2 gigameters. Ooh, I wonder how far... Probably going to lose contact with this thing. We're gonna stash. Can I do? Oh no. All right. Because these combine, so if we can bump this just in case we lose, you know, communication, I want to be able to extend as much as possible. Doesn't look anything like it should, does it? Nope. Alright, never mind. We won't do it. We have something on the way to Jewel right now, don't we? We have two things. Ugh. We barely got communication with something in Duna, but it's got this. Alright, so this is 3 times as strong as that. Alright. I'm installing another camera. Another camera. Too big. Can I make a camera? Maybe? No? Oh, wait. Let's do this. Hang on. Take this. Grab the barometer. No? There. Jeez. Alright. That's right, I'm just sticking stuff on it. Alright. One more. This experiment won't work because it's intended for ground, but it's going to give it like the appearance it's got a lens. I did that wrong. Now, because I have a mod called indicator lights, this will light up, so it'll make it look, and this will light up too. This one might even blink. So, kind of 2 cameras. Oh, Christ. Sure like to put something. I'm just afraid this is going to just dangle and snap. Alright. I can't do anything about that magnometer. Because this is going to be... Well, no. Launching this is going to be odd. Alright, so we're still missing some bare essentials here. Let's do... So this has got a very small reaction wheel. Can we... That's going to be too big. So if we want to make sure we get a reaction wheel, we'll do that. And let's see... Alright. Then we want to make sure we have... Now, even though we have power generation, I want to put some batteries on this. Ooh! 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 Oh, ooh! I just had an epiphany. For batteries. We can give this some cheap fashion lighting. Let's put, these hold what? 100? 100. Alright, cool. Let's put, let's put 2 of these. Where's that one sit at? There, that's good. If we put another one here. Nice! Okay. So little things. And then is what we do is then we kind of tuck them in like this somehow. See? Then we get lights. Pretty cool. Alright, not that. And what's cool about indicator lights, if your batteries get low, they go from green to yellow, and if they're dead, they become red. Pretty cool. We got lights. T. This thing's getting heavy. Alright. So that takes care of battery storage. I know you guys can't see it, but I have 771. It's underneath my little graphic thing. I think that's going to be fine. So now, for fuel and an engine, let's see. Wait, where's this thing going? I completely forgot. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Viking. Sorry. Where's Voyager? Did I not accept Voyager? Oh, okay, fine. Save. Forgot. I had excited to do it and I forgot to accept it. I almost swallowed my throat lozenge. I'm fine if anyone cares. No, as fine as I can be. Alright, so once again, Voyager. I got scared. I thought I was going to have to land on Elu. We've got a flyby Jewel. Flyby Elu and transmit science. Alright. Well, I got science to transmit, that's for sure. And... I want to make sure this doesn't lose communication. If it loses communication, it loses communication, but I would kind of fail if I didn't try to prevent it. So angle snap, and let's go. Let's do something like this. Oh. Well, that looks cool. Alright, so while these are out like that, let's do an action group 4. And do a toggle. Alright. Alright, that'll give us a little added range. Alright. Alright. Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't seeing any Delta V. So let's stock up on some fuel. Fuel. Right. Alright, Oscars. Here it is. Now if we grab 2 Oscar tanks and go with a Spark. It's 1100 Delta V. And for that little thing, oh, that's over Kerbin. My bad. Jewel. There we go. I guess. So if I look at the KSP Delta V map. Something on my keyboard. Weird. Alright, let's take a look at this. I don't know if 1100 Delta V is anything for Joule. Well, no. Really. Well, we don't have to get in orbit, we just have to do a flyby. And then it's got to go to ELU. Alright, so we'll leave this for an ELU thing, I guess. I don't know. Wait a minute, what if I... Is this too big? That's too big. Darn. I gotta go that route. Yeah, alright. Never hurts to check. I'm leaving that like that so the flicker is buried inside that. Alright. 100,000 kilometers. Alright. Well, it sounds like, as light as this thing is, wow, not even 2 tons. So for ELU, looks like we need at least 3,000 Delta V. Maybe, let's see how much we can get here. So if we go, got a reaction wheel. Let's go with the decoupler. Not that one. That one. Too big. That looks horrible. All right. And all right. I'm thinking to get the Delta V we need, we're probably going to have to go nuclear. I don't want to, but it looks like we are. So let's go to fuel tanks, and we want to get Mark Zeros? Where are they? Alright. Those are going to be too small, though, aren't they? Yeah. So, we're going to have to go to an adapter. Then we need the Mark 1s. Right. So how much does that give us? Wow. That's a lot. See, the TWR is just... Oh, man, it's pointless. Oh, well. Oh, well. Alright, let's... Excuse me. Any way I can make that look a little bit better? Can I take the same... Yeah, why not? Oh, but we're going to lose the node. No. No, we won't. Jeez. That looks pretty good. Alright, so that's 5,700 delta V total to getting to Joule and a flyby really won't be that much. Making a course correction for Elu maybe. So, alright, so that's all for that. So let's get this rocket on its way from Kerbin to wherever. And let's put 1100 delta V. So let's go with another oh, I know. Let's put all this in a... Oh, that's going to be so gross. Ooh, if we upsize it, then the you know, the shroud, the cone, the fairing. There we go. What if we go really big, though? All right. So wait. So we're going to need a decoupler. So if we go this one, that won't... Oh, dear God. Oh, no. Go back. That's the shroud on the nuke. Alright, so that's not going to be wide enough. So that means we have to go this, but I don't want because it's so thick. So we're going to go this. Then there's a little reaction wheel in there, but I want to put another reaction wheel here. And then if we go with a shroud, see if this will be big enough to... No. So that means we're going to go... We're going to use one stage to get it off the planet and into orbit. That's what we're going to do. And there. There'll be a short, squatty little thing. Only because I just want to make sure the shroud is, you know, decent looking, I guess. So we need to go here. And we go here. And if that's the case, let's get rid of that. Go there. Make sure that is strutted. That's strutted. That's strutted. Alright, let's get rid of that. And then we'll go with a bigger reaction wheel because we're going to add some mass to this. And then we go payloads and we go the big one. Alright, cool. That'll work. Now, I want to try something. I want to do a clamshell. I've never had great success with a clamshell, but we're going to try it. Clamshell, 6 sides. Let's just do 2 sides. Build the fairing. It's a little bit too big. Alright, that looks like it'll work. If I want to do something round. Alright, so this will pop open that way. Hopefully that works. Alright, save it. Alright, we're going to do one stage. It does 3,400 and an additional 9, about an additional 1,500. So 34, 35 and 15, that's, we need 6,000 delta V. No, 3, 4, 5,000 delta V. Alright, 5,000 delta V. It'd be too hard. So we have a reaction wheel in there. Fuel. Now let's see what happens if we just go. That's 3,000 delta V. That's 4,000 delta V. I guess I could actually break this up. I guess. Let's do that. So I need 1,500 to get to wherever I'm going. So let's go with the small tank. No, medium. Medium size, and then the Rhino. 1,500. Alright, cool. Let's get rid of that. And then we need a decoupler. Right, decoupler. I knew that. This. And we're going to do another reaction wheel. Alright, and then also on this decoupler, I want to do some separatrons. And that's good. All right. All right, so wait a minute. That's good. And oh. And then we need to drag that here and that there. All right, so we're coming up. Hang on a sec. All right, so we're gonna split our stages here because that's got 1,000 delta V extra, and we're coming up 400 delta V short. So we're gonna be good. We're gonna be fine, just as long as the shroud. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's got battery. That's got battery. Okay, that's gonna. All right, so let's just make sure. On this probe core, we want to do hibernate auto. Where is? There we go. Oh, right. Antennas, little. Oh, that's science. There we go. I'm good. Alright, in fact, we got too much TWR, thrust to weight ratio, coming off the pad. That's good. Alright, good. Alright, so let's put some launch clamps on this. Maybe. There you go. I don't know what I was thinking. There you go. Alright, another belt to T, which is cold. But it still has the honey. Alright, so how's this look? It's a big looking, looks like a flying eraser. Alright, let me have another throat lozenge. Save it. Oops. Good. Alright, let's put on the launch pad. Let's get the Voyager 1 into space. Then we're going to go into engineering mode-ish. Let's get rid of that. 90. Everything else looks good. Now remember, we're splitting the stage, so we're gonna stage before we get to orbit. Something was bugging my feet. I'm good. Alright, we got about 50 seconds left on this stage. So I've turned off the auto stage. So we're getting to the altitude where I can actually get rid of the fairing. Wow. Alright, so let's get rid of the fairing. Maybe now. Alright. It's not ideal, but it worked. Look! Blinkies! Oh, wait. There we go. So we got lights. Blinks. Kinda cool. Blink, 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 blink. Alright. There's the mine. Not going there. Alright. So this is going to leave us with about 2200 Delta V. Oh, do you like that stage separation with the Separatrons, Odie? It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Unless you put them backwards. Then it's not so fun. Alright, so F5. Get that quick save. SAS is on. Alright, now let's review what we're supposed to do here. I gotta do some science collection. Whoa. Alright, Voyager, where you at, dude? Fly by Joule. So Joule is our first target. That would be the green thing. There it is. Pioneer 10, that's on the way out there too. That's our target. And then we're going to bring up MechJeb. Alright, so in 1 year, 182 days, we can burn 1900 delta V. If we want to do it now, we'll burn 4000 delta V. I want to make sure I do this right. So I'm going to create the node, and we are going to add this to Kerbal Alarm Clock. We're going to pad it by 10 minutes. All right, so Pioneer 11's coming up in 142 days. Cool. All right. So that's going to hang out up there until we fire the engine again. All right, so now let's do another F5. While we're out here, let's check. All right, so it looks at the Mun or drill base. They have plenty of habitation, but their food. See, I don't believe that. I believe we have the supply situation. So can I check that from here? No, I have to go there. So let's go there and check. Let's shut this down. Let's bring this up. And let's go to the fab. We're going to check all of our local logistics. If we have anything that's 0, we're going to go visit the drills, make sure it plays catch up. And we'll make sure everything's working. And we're going to go visit the one drill site that says it has a supply problem in 80 days. So this is my Mun Fabrication Base, MFB. What we just delivered last night was herbitat, or a kerbitat, sorry, herbitat. A kerbitat and a couple of ranger or hab modules. This is supposed to replace these, but I'm leaving these hang out for a little bit. In fact, do I have a Kerbal sitting over here anywhere? No. I do not have a Kerbal. The fab. Yes, it's the fab. It's fabulous. All right, with everything on, I think everything. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Let's not get distracted. So, it says here we have 0 gypsum. I believe that because I made a big boo-boo. We have 0 refined exotics, and I believe that too. We have chemicals. We have some chemicals. All right, we have chemicals. We have minerals. We have minerals. All right, so this is what we need to do. To get the refined exotics, we need to come over here, and we... Oh. Okay, it's running. All right. And this is making everything it needs to make. This is making everything. So how I know that is everything is on. What's weird is the silicon just says silicon. If I click it, you can see it's inactive. So I don't know why it doesn't say stop and start there. But anyways, we're making all that stuff. But it was rude. We're making all that stuff. Stop. Okay, and then so here we have our PDU, which currently isn't doing anything. And here we have our logistics, which is doing a lot. Then this was the first, need a mod that shows where Kerbals are. There is one, I like it, but it won't work for MKS. It's called, oh, I can't remember. It's what it does, it'll turn on lights where there's a Kerbal. And when the Kerbal moves out, the lights go out. But none of these have got lights, so it won't work. Crew Manifest would work. See? You can use Crew Manifest. Alright, so, and then this was the first assembly plant. And this one, its sole purpose is to do material kits. Now, I have material kits turned off at the moment because if we check... we have 51,000 material kits. And the only reason I use material kits for 2 things. One, for ground construction, what I call 3D printing. And to make machinery, you need material kits and specialized parts. So I'm able to make material kits because of this refinery. It takes the 3... Well, let me show. For those that are kind of going, well, what's he talking about? Under the MKS little flowchart here, if you want to make material kits, you need polymers, metals, and chemicals. And to make those, you need minerals, metallic ore, and substrate, and machinery. So to make machinery, you need machinery. So before you start doing anything, make sure you take some machinery with you. Right. So that takes some material kits. The specialized parts comes from refined exotics and silicon. So again, that's what these two refineries are doing. This one is making the material kits, and this one is doing the specialized parts. And again, I have this one turned off because I have something. Am I at a specialized part? No, I have 17,000. So actually, I'm going to turn it on. I'm a little low. So let's start the specialized parts. Now let's check our reactor. 66.4. Wow. Poor little reactor. And then this one right here, this assembly plant, its sole purpose is to make machinery. So it'll take the specialized parts and material kits and make machinery. So I have this circle of life going for if I try to make non-perishable items. And then the one thing with machinery is, if you notice, every single one of these MKS buildings have got like a machinery. Once you start making machinery, it doesn't push it. You'll see that I have no machinery out here whatsoever. So if you want to store machinery, you need to have a local container. And I did fly out a small local container so I can have some storage. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on... Oh, machinery is on. All right. So we're making machinery. So again, that's the non-perishable items. Now, to keep the Kerbals happy, you need supplies. So you need fertilizer and water. And there's different ways of doing it. I decided to go with gypsum and hydrates. Now, my gypsum says 0 for some reason. Now, I believe that because I made a mistake. But this right here will convert fertilizer via gypsum. Now, it means I don't have any gypsum. That means I'm not converting. But I should have a surplus of fertilizer somewhere. There we go. I have some fertilizer. So that makes the fertilizer. This makes the water out of hydrates. The water out of hydrates. See, machineries are filled up. And then this one is the one that does the... so these are called support modules. Agricultural support modules. And they all look the same. This one's actually called an agricultural module. So it's on to support. And this one is the one that it cultivates via... It has the S, so it does substrate, water, and fertilizer. So right now I'm making supplies. But I have to go fix my gypsum problem. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do a, how do I say this? A refit? I want to do a refit, a re-engineer of how I do the drills. I think gypsum is probably a good, like, Mark 1. I'm going to have to get some more tea. This is bone cold. So, whoa. Okay, so here's gypsum. And it's a good effort, don't get me wrong. So I flew out a rover, and the reason why I used a rover is if I landed far away from where I was supposed to, because I'm terrible at landing, that way I could drive, and this needed gypsum, so if I read here, it says I have a 10.14 per element. Cool. And I have 2 drills, but unfortunately when I fitted them, I only made 2 of the 3 for gypsum. So right now I should be collecting some gypsum. Yep. All right. So my gypsum's going to start coming back up. So I landed this with no crew. It had a little tiny reactor and it had cooling, so the little tiny reactor could get 1 drill going, and I could store it. At the time I made this, I had the cooling, and I put a flex tube. I later changed it to where I put the ISM here. So the rover, unmanned, could land. I could turn on the reactor. I could keep everything cool because the drills in the reactor needs coolant. And I could start mining whatever resource. And it would stay locally until I got the logistics modules out. And with a pilot, then it would start pushing to the planetary warehouse. But to connect all this stuff, I needed an engineer. So then later I landed a PDU, which gives me additional power for everything, and an engineer so I could start connecting this stuff. And then the habitation. So this was 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops. 5 separate rocket launches. So gypsum is actually going to be fine. Now who's the one that has... There's someone that said 80 days. Let's go take a look at the ore. Is that the one I want? So as long as they have an inflatable storage module for supplies, I'm pretty much covered. As long as I'm making supplies, and I think I am. I say I think because I'm not... I don't know if the rate I'm making it is keeping up with how it's being consumed. Oh. They do not have... Oh, alright. So what I need to do... And again, you can see I have an engineer and a pilot out here. One of these can actually go away. That was the first one. This was the second one. Alright. Now, where's this at on the map? Is it on the equator? Equator... No. Oh, okay. Challenging. Alright, so... Okay, according to this, they have 196 days. Wait a minute. Why does it say that? So this should be the ore. And this is... Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I can fix this. I can fix this. So we really don't need the liquid fuel and oxidizer here. Liquid fuel and oxidizer is needed at the main. So what we can do is repaint this. Alright, so let's get the engineer out. So the sole purpose of this site, this was the first one I did, oh, sorry, was to dig up the ore. And that's what we're doing. This was here because I thought each site would need, when I was doing crew replacements, that each site would need to refuel the craft that lands and picks up the replacement, or drops off and picks up. I'm going to do that a little differently now. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this liquid fuel and oxidizer into supplies. And you can do that with an engineer. And as long as you got your tool, which he's got, there it is. You go over here. And you paint it. And that's refueling 2 supplies. Now let's make sure it says supplies. So now we have supplies. I don't need the mulch or the fertilizer here. I just need supplies. So now... See, now they don't... Oh, well, hang on. Go put him back in his PDU here. So is what I want to do is I want to come up with a solution and test it out on the Mun. To where I don't need to do 5 or 6 drops to get... Because doing that on Duna, that's going to be a lengthy process. So now, instead of 80 days, they have 196 days because they're tied in with resources. All right. So I want to do one... I have to have at least one Kerbal. It has to be, if I want logistics, it's got to be a pilot. So, and that means I have to bring a logistics center. And habitation, power. So let's see if we can't go figure that out. Can I do that all from a rover? I don't think so. I mean, the rover does have a recycler, but I don't think that's going to last very long, to be honest with you. All right, let me take a quick break. I'm gonna go redo my tea. It'll take me a couple minutes, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I promise. I will. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It took so long. I have to boil the water, put the tea bag in. You know, tea. And now it is. I can barely touch my mug. It's so hot. Lozenge. All right. So, I don't want to close the door on the transport room. Really? Should I? Should I really? Well, you know. All right. Anyways, let's get rid of that picture. Which is right there. All right. So, what I used to do... Where's the gypsum? So I should have a rover in here already, somewhere. One base. Reactor. Hey, Super X, how you doing? That's not it. Where's the rover at? No. Come on, rover. Okay, let's take a look at this. This was a test. Alright, so... This is what I landed the first time. I do like the idea of still using a rover, because if you miss where you're supposed to go, you can... And if you're running out of fuel... So... Alright, so... I actually have to ask if you have any fluency in Attila engines. I do not. Don't know anything about rockets. Sorry. So, I don't know where to start. Alright, so... If I want logistics and I want habitation for one Kerbal, let's do a real easy basic test. Let's go to colonization. We don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that's the Kerbistat. Whoa, weird. Anytime super. And then let's go to... Now we need logistics. Alright, so this is... Logistics for the warehouse functionality. And that's... I'm thinking, turn that into a habitat. This also has some habitat too. It has something. Alright, so let's do... Mun hab replacement. So what I want is an all-in-one solution for one Kerbal. Get the planetary warehouse, be able to drill whatever resource, habitation and supplies. Alright, with that said, so this should be hooked up for gypsum. Oh, that's material kits. That is jets. What? Alright. Alright, so... So we can make this smaller. There's not going to be enough power, so if we make this smaller, put a bigger reactor. Alright. But my concern is... Alright, so wait a minute. Over here we can put supplies. Alright. So if we crank this up to supplies, and then if we put supplies... I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me, that was rude. Can I not get supplies? Oh, there we go. Alright, wow, that's a lot of supplies. Alright, how's the center? I'm not worried about that. Alright. Alright, let's just see what... Oh, actually, it'll tell me here. So, according to this, for 3 Kerbals... For 3 Kerbals, supplies last 1 year. If we do 1 Kerbal, I'm assuming 3 years. 3-year supplies, but only 66 days. No. So let's say 66 times 3. Alright, that's a year of habitation. I'm thinking. But let's test it out. Let's put 1 Kerbal. And we need a pilot. And right now he's in the rover. Let's put him in... He's got to be in logistics. Alright. So what I'm testing out here is... Let's auto-strut this and this. This is not the final solution. I just want to see... Now, we don't have enough power to run everything, so we're going to have to make some changes. This supplies up to... Or supplies cooling... 300 kilowatts. And... Oh, these would also be... changed to... Oh wait, I need to... deploy. And then change. And this would be gypsum. Alright. Alright, so I know that's not going to be enough power. So let's see here. Let's just go see what it says for habitation with the amount of supplies that we have. It's a lot of supplies, though. Wow, this thing's going to burn my gullet. What exactly is a gullet? Oh man, that's hot. That's hot. Hot. Oh, that's hot. Hot. Alright, so you're a pilot, right? Alright. 277 days. Oh wait, stuff ain't turned on, so we gotta turn stuff on. Okay, nothing to... Oh, that's logistics. Right. Go away, stop. So if we turn... Start the habitat. Huh. That doesn't work. So 197 days of habitation. Hmm. 277 days of supplies. Does that... I wonder why it was saying something different in VAB. That's not gonna fly. Well, I guess if this was tied in with, so we need to put a supply. All right, let's revert this. What are those that say expired? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that. EC, electrical charge. I'm not worried about the electrical right now. I can fix that. So this is for the gypsum. What if we figure out how to play this game? There we go. And let's do one for supplies. Dang it. Next. Not colony supplies. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that means that means we'd be able to get supplies wherever they're being made at. So again, this says I have supplies for 5 years, habitation for 200 days. But when I go outside, it's different. Why? What am I not turning on? I like that. I like that. So according to this, the rover gives me 1 extra month, I guess, and then the Kerbal gives me an additional... wait. I know what my problem is here. Well, hang on. To make this more... Again, I don't think the rover is going to be part of this. Because if I decide to... I can just disconnect this stuff. I, again, would need an engineer to connect it with flex tubes. Or... No. Odie, I don't know if I answered your question. EC is electrical charge, and that's false because they all have PDUs for power generation. It's just that the life support can't. It doesn't get the information because Kerbal doesn't run that stuff in the background all the time. Alright, so the one thing, so where's the hab at? Hab, colonization. There we go. So if we take this thing and turn this into hab quarters. Why? Hab common. I want... Now it's quarters. Alright. Alright. So now we got 14 years of habitation. But what's confusing is, so we should only have 1 Kerbal. Alright. Let's put this out on the launch pad. Or, runway. And the bird. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, the burn is good. Alright. Alright, let's keep this open. Right now, Jebediah has only got that much habitation, that much food. So if we extend... Oh, I can't extend that. He has to get... Oh, and I need an engineer for that. Doggone it. That's not going to work. So these have got to be deployed from the outside via an engineer. A pilot won't be able to do it, right? I don't think so. You are... Wait, why can't you EVA from there? Oh, I put the hatch in the wrong spot. Oops. Alright, so... okay, redesign. Can I recommend ginger tea? Works wonders. Yeah, I spent 15 minutes in the aisle at Walmart and I was overwhelmed by all the different kinds of tea. But I'm doing the old school remedy and it always works for me. It's just hot plain tea with honey. Alright, so the reason why that didn't work is that these got... Oh, wait. These are on backwards. Alright, now. Oh, actually, I didn't have to take that off. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the hab. Alright. Orders. Alright. Crying out loud. Too many windows open. Alright. Why does this keep sticking? Oh, it's got a sticky spot on it. Alright. Try it again. Alright. So, this might be a bust. Because the habitation unit needs to be deployed. And I think you're going to need an engineer to deploy it. So... if we go here... Oh, now I don't have a Kerbal. Great. Engineering sucks. Because I'm not an engineer. Alright, let's do this again. And put Jebediah in. There. Save. Can I pre-deploy it? I mean, the thing is huge. I think I need... regardless, I think I'm going to need an engineer. So for planetary logistics, as far as I know, the only Kerbal is going to be a pilot. So I can't deploy this. You used to be able to deploy these, but he changed it. So if we have him EVA... whoops. Sorry. Oh, and I'm not going to have the materials. Well, let's see if he can do it. Oh, a pilot can deploy. Really? All right. Hang on. So we need 8,000 material kits. All right. Okay. All right. Hang on. So can that carry? This can carry machinery. Can we change? We can't change this. So this can carry some supplies. I don't need machinery. I don't think. All right. So material kits. Where can I store 8,000 material kits? This is only going to give me 5,000 material kits. That's 5,000 material kits. All right. Wait. Let's just... all right, let's put this back to supplies. All right. And for right now, let's get rid of this. Oops. Let's actually do this. So I'm trying to work within the game mechanics to make this work so I can see what I have. And is what I could do is... That only holds 600. That holds 4,500. Let's change this just to material kits, just so I can make this work. No. Alright. 8,000 material kits. Alright. Save. I still have a Kerbal? Do. So temporarily, let's just put ladders on these so I can get back up. Because I don't think he can board through that. So let's go to utility. Ladders. Oh, no. Alright, see if we can get a little closer this time. So you used to be able to deploy these things and check stuff out, but I guess you can't do it because now you need resources to make things change. Fine. So I think using a rover right now is impractical because having those two things on the end, driving around, that's nuts. Alright, so let's get him out actually. Where's the ladders? There we go. Alright, have him EVA. Way to go, Jeb. Alright. Now, he should see the material kits. I thought it had to be an engineer. I do realize there's a height problem here. Alright, so a pilot can deploy... And it's upside down. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so... What is this? This is the curb. So, I don't think he has to be in it. Benefit. And it's upside down. Alright, so... Alright, so turn this on. Turn this on. Missing machinery, so we need machinery. We need machinery? For, really? Alright, well, let's revert. Let's pack some machinery on this. So, alright, so keep that as a material kit. So let's do this. Crying out loud, Andy. Alright, so machinery and material kits. And drills. And a reactor. So I don't know if it's going to work. We're just going to go to the next size reactor up. This one. Yeah. Is that facing the right way? Yeah. That is. What do you know? All right. So can we put you... Okay, we can put you there. And I'm not worried about center of mass. We're just going to move stuff around. So this reactor puts out 230 electrical charge a second. That's a lot. Stop. All right, and then let's see the drills. Drills need cooling. The annoying bug. They need 40 a second. Alright, so times 2, that'd be 80, so we're still fine. The Argy, how you doing? So 2 drills. Alright, so let's get the new storage, which is here. So for... Alright, so we're going to have to go this size. Gamora? Gamora? That's Johnny Storm's girlfriend. So one of these needs to be machinery. 2,000 ain't enough, so we have to go the next size up. I got it. Probably ain't gonna work. Alright, so that's... Oh, wait a minute. There's these containers. Alright, how much do you guys hold? 4,500. I need 8,000 though. You don't know Gamora, the best series in space? Gamora. I don't. That thing's huge. 16. Alright, so... Sounds Japanese. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Alright, anything. Let's make one of these machinery. We only need 2,000 machinery. So... No, let's make this one material kits. Gamora. I have not heard of that. We need 8,000 material kits. Alright. We need machinery. Did I pass it because I was... Not. Alright. It said I needed 2,000, so let's go to 4,000. How much does this weigh? Alright. So the only thing I'm missing is 2 drills. Let's grab 2 drills. And for right now, we're just going to... Trusk, I don't know what you're typing. If it's something of a foreign language, please observe the rules. English only. That way, if you want us to interact, I would appreciate it. Alright, so the drills, let's respec these. Gypsum. Alright, and did I turn that upside down or right side up? I did. Alright, so we have a new reactor. We have coolant. Alright, and do I have my dude? Do not. For this one more time. Well, I say that now. E. hot. No, it's a quote. Not a quote in English. Alright. Another throat lozenge. So all I was trying to do is get this up and running. And, alright, see if we can do better this time. Alright, so let's turn the coolant on. That's going to start drawing our power, which we don't have much. And we'll turn the reactor on. That gives us our power. Vous va spec. Vous, that's French, isn't it? Let's turn on all the lights. Alright, let's get the ladders down. And again, I'm not worried about the aesthetics of what it looks like. I just wanted to see what we can do. I need to get stuff on so I can see why in the VAB is it reporting one thing and out here it's reporting something different. Alright. Alright, so deploy that. What is this again? That's the Kerbal stat. Alright, can he actually turn it on from here? Or maintenance? No. Let's get him back to logistics. Let's get everything turned on, and then let's see what it reads. Oops, there we go. Board. Supplies, alright, so if we deploy this, this would be supplies looping us into and again, I'm not worried about how this stuff is sitting because I can fix all that. Electrical charge is going down. Really? So that reactor. Oh, okay, it hasn't hit. Alright, anyways. Alright, so let's turn that on. Okay, we're missing machinery. How much machinery do you need? I got machinery right there. Check how the wheels go with the weight. I had some. I'm not worried about. I'm just. I'm taking what I was using before. I'm just tacking on stuff because I want to understand. I want to take my current deployment, reduce it down to one Kerbal, maximize habitation and supplies for Duna, and I want to test it on the Mun. I'm trying to get things to work and I can't. Oh wait. All right. So now that's on. That took forever. Start habitat, that's on. Start converter. Okay. Now everything's on. But, and according to this, our electrical charge is... I don't have the drills on. Oh well, let's see. Alright, so let's see what it reports. Alright, so habitation's indefinite with supplies of 377 days. That's not good, but I think... Okay, I got supplies there, but I think I swapped this out. No, I added supplies. Alright, so we're going to add more. Oh, wait. That's where it went. Alright. Alright. We're on the right path. So the Kerbal doesn't have... It's not going to get homesick. The electrical charge is weird. Yeah, well, we're going to test it on the Mun. So earlier I showed gypsum, which are the stock ore, unmanned rover, logistics, PDU, supply drop, and then habitation. So I did 5 drops. I only want to do 1 drop if possible. So the habitation is good. So this is a must. Wait a minute. Do I need the Kerbal? I need the logistics. I need power. Excuse me. All right. Let's see if we can't slim this down some. What am I looking for? Revert. So we still need power. I'm just going to do this kind of sloppy and then figure out something that looks more aesthetically pleasing. Let's keep that, keep that, keep that. The cooling, I like the cooling. Power doesn't seem to be keeping up, so what happens if we up to the next reactor? Well, alright, maybe. Alright, so let's pick this up, flip this around so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's make this route. And let's take you off. Let's take you off. We take the reactor. Have you a scan of... it's on its way. We launched... That was our first... Oh, that's the small reactor. We did our first rocket launch from the Mun. And that was our DRS, our Duna Resource Scanner. Alright, that's not going to work because I don't have any place for this stuff. Well, alright. What's on this thing that... So, let's do this. 1, 2... 1, 2. Oh, I don't have the cooling. So what's on this thing? It's got cooling. There's a cooling, so I need that. Can I take that from there? I can't. Darn it. We're going to lose that converter. Alright, well. So we have... a cooling. Alright, let's get rid of... So this had an antenna. Alright, we'll put an antenna on this mess. Got the cooling. So an antenna, and that's it. Alright, let's try this. Again, I'm not worried about the aesthetics. I just want to get productivity down. Then we can figure out what we have, what we need. Oh yeah. What we have, what we can do to slim it down, and then land it somehow. I still think some sort of a mobile. Ooh, wait, I can attach wheels to this stuff. Alright. Lights. I'm just extending this to... Oh, turn this on. Turn on the cooling. EVA. Where's he at? Oh. Okay. Seems like overkill. I'm thinking the other reactor should work, but the resource thing was not reporting it accurately. Alright, so we go up there. Start. Missing machinery. Alright, so we have machinery over here. So I only need 200 machinery. Is that all it needs? So I can reduce the size of that machinery. Unless the habitation... where's the resources at? So, what am I looking for? Function, habitation. It's funny, it doesn't even say that to deploy it you need machinery. Hey, Dresnel, how you doing? I am attempting to... that's active. What do we have now? We still have indefinite... habitation. We just have to stretch the supplies. See what else we have here to turn on. Try start habitat. Nothing there to turn on. How are we doing on thermal efficiency? 11%. It's barely heated up. Reactor load. All right, so I think we can dial down the reactor. Wow, that is. All right, let's turn these on. So how's that doing here? According to this, we're losing electrical. I guess not. It doesn't make sense. That has a load of not even 1%. That thing is lying. That thing. So we can dial down the reactor to the next one up, or the next one down from this. So it looks like we just need to bring 200 machinery. We don't have to bring 4,000 machinery, so that's going to make it much lighter. So we can put that in a different container. So smaller, smaller. Unfortunately, there's another smaller container, so we're going to have to... I don't know. Alright, this I don't have to deploy because it's still on. It's still going to do the supplies. So we need to pack some additional supplies. So make this smaller. Take this along. I mean, this almost looks rover size. Almost. Do I need the Kerbal? Can I just have this? If I turn... So this thing right here gives 4 Kerbals 83 months. The Kerbal, I don't need this. Oh, this is getting good. So I don't need the Kerbal. This, yes. All right. Let's slim it down some more. Alright, let's slim this down some more. Put the other reactor in here. Somewhere. Okay, let's connect this for now. Let's take this. Alright. Don't need that. Wait. Wait. Let's not get too carried away. We have got that. Alright, so machinery need. Let's take this off. Put that there. so we need machinery. I need 200 machinery. Let's say 400 machinery. So just for sakes, let's put a container, well, on top. All right. So will this do? All right. So wait. Make this easy. That holds 600. All right, so we can make this machinery. Not metals, machinery. All right. Let's put 400 in here. I guess 420. All right. Get rid of that. Could I put a rover around this? Gonna look weird. All right. I don't care. I just want to. Wait, do I still have? I do have Jeb. Cool. Okay. Cool dude. It's on my, if you go down in the details, my Discord link. I don't have a Discord command like most people, most smart streamers. So why did that bounce like that? Physics? Oh. Looks like the legs are colliding. So let me undeploy them. Right. I mean, it doesn't look elegant. I'm just trying to get functionality. And then once I see if it works... Oh, we didn't bring more supplies. So we still have to pack more supplies. I'm thinking part of a rover. We put the logistics, put the rover parts on the side. Maybe add a bed for the reactor. Maybe. If we can get the center of mass right. We can still drive this thing. Alright, don't go back. Okay, good. Alright, so... what happens if I say deploy? Alright. So lights on. Turn on the reactor. Turn on the cooling. That's the supplies. No, that's a gypsum. So this... Again, we don't have to deploy this thing to work. That's the material kits. Alright. So let's get him out. So I need 8,000 material kits to deploy this, and I can't find a smaller container. Maybe I can do 2 small ones. I don't know. Alright, I wonder if I can put the machinery in there beforehand. Maybe I should do that. Alright, let's do that. Let's revert this back. Save a step, anyways. Right. Alright, so machinery 200. So let's just take this along for the ride just in case. I can't deploy this ahead of time. Oh, I can. Yeah, okay, well, we're not going to do that. Alright, so let's swap this out to supplies then. Just for right now. Does this one hold supplies? I guess it does. Excuse me. Alright. So if we still get indefinite with one Kerbal, indefinite habitation, that's cool. We just have to figure out something to give us like 2 years of supplies, year and a half. Because I honestly don't know how long it would take to start making supplies. Because I think, again, the priority should be material kits. So we can create stuff. Alright, so deploy. Ladder. Now I can't deploy this, right? There is no deploy. Alright, let's turn this on. Get the cooling. Grills. I don't need to deploy that. Let's get him EVA'd. There it is. Down. It's his light. Okay, off. Right, go over here. Deploy that. Back. Whoa. All right. It did not tip last time. That's alright though. This is not the final design. I'm just trying to see what I need to make things work. So start. That's on. Start the drills. Start the drills. Turn all the lights. That's on. Nothing to turn on for logistics. Okay. Alright, so how's this doing for cooling? Alright, it's hanging there. This has got to ramp up though. Oh, it's almost there. Reactor load 2.6%. Cool. 2.61. Cool. Oh, because these haven't spun up all the way. They're still spinning up. Well, they're almost there. Alright. I think we have the pieces we need. We're missing one thing. A supply inflatable. Alright. This is by far not the design I want. I'm just testing stuff. So let's see here. Indefinite, 46 days. The supply thing, I should be able to make better. This is awesome. We're on our way to making sure our Kerbal doesn't have to be rotated within like a year. Alright, so is everything spun up? That's 100%. I don't think this is going to be a problem. So I need 4,000 material kits. Oh. Alright, so here's the problem. We need to have material kits to expand this, so we're going to have to use different containers. And because right now the gypsum isn't going anywhere. Oh wait, no. It's going here. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I don't think this is going to be a problem. Alright, let's see if we can't take this and put it into something that we can actually land and use. Alright. All right. I won't be able to put that there. I hate to put that there. Let's try something. Sorry, guys. Where's the caboose at? No, I can't put wheels on that. What does the heat module you have selected do? 300. Alright, so wheels. Let's get those. Alright, I'm been hitting the bottle here. There we go. Jeez, that took me forever. I don't understand. It does 300 what? Oh, cools 300 kilowatts. Hang on, I'll show you in a sec. I thought you, since you were asking what does it do, you want to know. Certain things put out heat. All right, reactors put out heat, drills put out heat, so you need some cooling. So, for instance, if you put this reactor online right here. Okay. If we put this reactor, so this is the 1.25 reactor right here, maybe. So it has a required cooling of 400 kilowatts. So I don't have enough cooling, but I just tested it. Look, that was holding. Alright, so we gotta increase the cooling. I thought it was part of life support, as the rover dude had incorporated comfort, heating, and cooling. Probably for life support, yes. So habitation and cooling for heat generation from drills. Drills generate heat. Reactors generate heat. So there are some things that generate heat, and you need to dissipate the heat from the parts. Otherwise, the parts are going to heat up and stop working. So if the reactor gets overheated, it'll shut down. So that means you lose power. I hope that answered your question. So, is this says I have a required cooling of 400 kilowatts. And this is only 300, so I'm coming up a little short. I guess I could take 2 of those. Why not? I should say I actually had no idea. Just in my head, I thought it was a heat pump. Or yeah, it is a heat pump. I am simply trying to find. Oh, and I see I can't put anything on the end. So. Now, the reason why I can't put any things on the end, if I'm going to put this in a rocket and land it, I need stuff. So we can still drive this so far. So if I go and change this to supplies, I don't think that's going to be enough. I need 200 minerals. No. I need 8,000 material kits and 200 minerals. Okay. I think this would be better for supplies. Let's make the rover contain supplies. And we'll put... See, that's not enough. We need 8,000 material kits to deploy that. So that won't work. And if we do this for minerals, it's one-time use, so that doesn't make any sense. 500 supplies, 5,000 supplies. So let's turn this one, since it holds a smaller amount, we'll turn this one into the machinery we need. Somewhere. Am I missing? Can I not change what it is? Really? Really? So it's always going to be supplies. Huh. Alright. Alright, that holds nothing. That holds... Ah, there we can do our machinery. Alright, cool. And some additional supplies. Okay. So machinery's taken care of. We have cooling options to contend with, and a reactor. We have to figure out how to make it look. Can't stick it like that. Could, but makes it too long. Let's just sorry. All right, there's our cooling solution for this reactor. We still don't have a solution for material kits. And we need an inflatable for supplies. So we need that one. We need the gypsum. So we don't need this. Well, actually, we still need a solution for supplies. I don't like the solution for the reactor either. Huh. Strange. Where is the... No. That one. that big enough to hold that reactor? I think it is. Well. And a little extra. Cool. So what we could do, take this off, get rid of that. Put that there, and put that there. Alright. That is one long... So does that mean we need that? I do. That's where the habitation's going. Well, I mean, if I start pinching pennies here, I can take the okay. I can take the habitation off and put it over here. All right. Then is what I can do is copy this, put it here, maybe. Turn this one into supplies. Darn hopping buttons. Alright, there's supplies. Oh, and that has 5,000 supplies. Alright, cool. So we have the reactor storage, we have the cooling, we have the habitation. This actually adds additional habitation. We have the logistics for the gypsum, which just is going to drill. We have logistics for supplies, so when that starts kicking in. It looks like... It looks like I need this. Does this hold anything? Oh, that holds inventory too. Cool. That's also got our machinery. Alright. And some additional supplies. So, we just need to use this for... Well, this. So this was supplies, which is taken care of. If this is going to be unmanned, I don't know if I really need this, but we're going to put... Where is it? Put this here for now. And let's grab this antenna. Put it right here. Now... Let's take this drill. This is material kits. I need material kits. Oh, to deploy this. I need 8,000 material kits. How am I going to do this? So, if I have this for gypsum, I don't need a container for gypsum. I just need a container for the material kits. And then I can only an engineer can repaint though. Doggone it. Wait, can a pilot repaint or is it just an engineer? We'll test that out. Alright, so material kits. I need a smaller container for material kits. Because this is just... It's too big. Too big. And this holds 16,000. Yep. Alright, so... That only holds 600. Before I forget. Oh! Alright, we have some additional... I'm just putting that on there for trickle charge, just before I get the reactor turned on. Alright, wait a minute. Let's take this. And then take this. It looks ugly in there. Where's the, am I gonna get this lucky? I doubt it. So where's the one that holds max temperature? Why doesn't it say how much it holds? We need 8,000, so that's not enough. Doggone it. Oh, what is that? Weird. Weird. So this one, this thing's huge. It holds 15,000. Rover, dude. Making this easy. And this one only holds... $2,000. That's that one. Alright. I'm having a numbers problem here. That holds 1,200. Alright, so wait a minute. So if I make this, we need, again, 8,000 material kits. Alright, so that's 1,250 material kits. If I take another one of these, so that's 2,350. Right? Do I add that up right? 2,500. I have 2,500 material kits. Yeah, alright. So I'm still coming up 5,500 short. What was the next smaller one? How many does this do? That's 7,000 material kits. Is there anywhere else? God, that's just it's... Doesn't look so bad. So again, we have the machinery in here to activate the hab, which is here. Wait, it's already got the machinery. So, can we... No, that's going to be machinery regardless. And 4,500. What does this hold? I'm gonna have to go with that. Is this? Hmm. So again, we have 1,000 material kits. This is this has got planetary stuff on it too. So can a pilot repaint? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. $8,250 material kits. But can I get the drills to mount? No. Okay, what's going on? Whoa. Weird. Everything's being copied. It's like my alt is stuck. Oh, there we go. That was kind of a cool trick. Alright, so there's the material kits we need. There's the... Oh, okay. So, there's machinery. That already has machinery. This has got supplies. That has supplies. That has 5,000 supplies. And according to this, supplies is 1 year, 150 days, with habitation of 6 years. That, for some reason, because I don't think stuff is turned on. Well, it is. It's figuring it out. I don't know why it's... Alright, anyways. Let's retract that. And let's do an auto strut to heaviest. Heaviest. Let's retract. Okay. Thought I did the wrong one. Alright. Then we need Jebediah, and logistics is fine. Okay. Okay, alright. Let's try this. It conceals everything. There's not a whole lot of clipping going on, so we still have a little room in that cargo. Might have to refresh my tea. I've used one of these cargo trailers before, and I actually stored a reactor in it before, too. Okay. So, that reactor weighs a ton. Or it's material kits. Oh, okay, so we have to figure that out. Let's, put on the brakes. Let's deploy. 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 Turn on all the lights. And bring the landing gear down. Alright. I probably... Yeah, we're going to have to... Obviously, our center mass... Now, this is... See, the center mass is going to clean up, too, because I'm going to use these. So that mass is going to go away. Alright, so let's... okay, so that one is for supplies. We don't really have to deploy those. What'd I do? Oh, I forgot the cooling. No, we need the cooling. I only have one. Whoops, my bad. So we need 2 of those cooling. Alright, so for some reason I didn't bring the other cooling, which we're going to put right at the top. Alright. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. You know, I have room for it. I might as well bring... So this is going to be a local warehouse. I'm gonna, if it would be really nice if the pilot will be able to repaint it. So again, that's for supplies. Oops. That's for the gypsum. And what we can do is sneak some more supplies in. Okay, first of all, where's the center mass at? Alright. Let's need to send it more that way, so I didn't do anything. Oh, wait, that's what I need to do. So huh. Do. Do these weigh anything? They do not. Oh, a little bit. Alright, that doesn't do anything. Uh, so we need to shift weight that away. Somehow. Oh. Well, I was going to add supplies, and that was going to make that heavier, unless... Wait. On rovers. Rovers. Where's the rovers at? Not that. That. Where's the... So that has 5,000 supplies. No, I don't want to deploy. Oh. Well, that's wheels. Never mind. Trying to figure out a way to shift the weight. Oh, it's only 1,000. Okay, so now, if we take all the supplies out of here... There's still a lot of mass at this end because of the reactor. Oh, thanks, Odie. Yeah, I got it. Got it. That is just a really, really long rover. This ain't gonna work. What did I have in the middle again? Nothing? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. What did I have here? Anything? Space Winnebago, yeah. Alright, so once again, that's got machinery. Need the supplies, though. That's fairly centered, it's just he doesn't have supplies. So unless we can pack supplies over here somewhere, and I can't change the texture here. That's the habitation. That has to be deployed, so it can't be where the drills are. So what if we do this? What if we take this? Okay. Take that. Take this. What if we swap plate? Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Alright. So if we swap this around... Alright, then... Ah, alright. Now we can add stuff to this and shift the center. Well, that's pretty much almost center right there. So we have enough cooling. We have the reactor. So let's make sure. Well, no, screw it. We'll test it. Because we have something where we can attach something here, but we can't attach it over here. And again, I'm not worried about these logistics being deployed because they're already warehouse. This is what's a big waste. If I can't repaint this, this becomes a huge waste. But unfortunately, I need 8,000 material kits to deploy the habitation. I don't know. I don't see any other way to... Now this is manageable. This weighs 36 tons, 37 tons. But the moment I use these, the weight goes down. So now I wonder if the wheels are going to hold. I just wish. Wait a minute. Where's the? Isn't there? Stop. Where is it? This thing. That's a control module. It has monopropellant in it. Let's no, that's not what I want. This thing. Holds 2,500 of something. Ooh, I like that. So we can make this supplies. Maybe. Come on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 2,500. Oh, but then I don't have a way to mount the drills. Never mind. I was going to use that round one, which is smaller. Oh well, that's fine. Metals, polymers, supplies. All right. So even if the wheels kind of give out under weight, yeah, I don't know if this thing's going to drive. Okay, so let's put everything back. Save it. So we got a little bit longer, but it gives us more storage for supplies. It gives us another stability thing because we were lacking it. Sure wish I could put a set of wheels right here. But we can't. So I guess my question is, this thing is the is that weighs 2 tons, that weighs 1.5 tons. All right, so I don't need that thing anymore. So we just made it lighter. It's gonna break in the middle. But we have the support. Alright, so let's just see what happens. I'm done futzing around with this. Not really. I'm learning. Oh, I don't need you. I just need you to be there. Alright, so since the ladder's going to be useless, let's get rid of that. Alright, Odie, have a good day. Can I get that? Alright, well, I can't seem to get the ladder. Oh well. Let's see how well this works. So, not a whole lot of productive, but we're getting close to a solution. I would really like to make it more compact, but the big... if I want the habitation, I need the material kits. And if we want to do it in one drop... Alright, the wheels didn't buckle this time. That's good. Alright, let's turn on the lights. Let's deploy. Deploy. Turn on the reactor. Oops, okay, wait a minute. Let's do this right. Start reactor. Activate the radiator. Activate that radiator. Deploy this drill. Deploy this drill. And my Kerbal. Oh, wait, we need to deploy. 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 Gear. Alright, good. Kerbal out. Oh. Alright, that looks like it hurts. So let's get you out of the way. Can you come over here, please? Hello. Thank you. So, deploy. Whoa. That was mean. Oh, okay. I was going to say, he doesn't have a way to get back to the habitation. On Duna, he would be able to EVA. Oh, he can go through here, but the... Oh. Alright. He doesn't have any tools. Alright, that's fine. So the bad thing with inflatables, if you have anything in your inventory, if you go in or out, they get stripped. It's a Kerbal inventory bug. Now, can he repaint this? He can. Oh. Okay. So we could repaint this back to gypsum. Not that we need it to. Excuse me. So he can enter the habitation to get to the logistics. He could also go through there. Oh, sorry about that. That was rude. Transfer there. All right. So let's see how the reactor is. It's got a small load. I haven't turned anything on really. How's the cooling doing? All right, 60%. Are they splitting the load? Really? All right, so let's turn this on. Let's well, that's logistics. All right, so everything's on. No, the drills aren't going. All right, so let's start and start. So now the reactor load is 3%. Cooling is 61. We can also turn on, not that we have to, but there's a converter in there. Let's see what happens. Let's see what this shows. 412 days of food. Nice. I'd like to have a year. Habitation is indefinite, so very cool. The electrical charge is wrong. So, what happens? I mean, it doesn't matter if we turn this on. Doesn't increase the food. All right. So that's got supplies. If we add supplies, it's going to... Now, this is empty, right? Alright, so that got emptied, and then it's been converted for gypsum, which we can, by the way, turn that off, and that takes over. Oh, come on. We're missing, okay, we're missing the supply thing right here. All right, so we got to put supplies. We got to put. Almost got this down. Almost. But power-wise, it seems like we're overkill, but I don't think the other reactor is going to be able to keep up. Cooling is good. And this thing weighs 33 tons. A little excessive. We're going to do one more. One more thing here. So, in theory, this should be able to replace what I have at Gypsum on the moon right now. And we can bring the engineer home. So I want to put that there. And I want to change this out to supplies. I have an idea. I have an idea. All right. So let's go back to battery for a sec. So this puts out 30 a second. Each drill needs how much? $40 a second. So, yeah, I'd have to have like 5 of those little reactors. All right, so. What was my idea? I forgot. Kerbaloid, how you doing? Yes, this is it's an all-in-one solution to drop on Duna, but we're going to test it on the Mun. So this is going to have, for one Kerbal, the tests show that we have indefinite habitation. Oh, I was going to do... Oh, wait. Where's the center mass? Center mass is in the center. I don't want to mess with it then. It looks like it could go a little bit more... So if this was set up to be like the first drop to start digging up a resource, this Kerbal is going to be without resources for a while. So I got to make sure he's happy and he doesn't get homesick, and that he's got enough food. Because until he gets connected with another drop to where they can start sharing their supplies, that's all he's got. And right now, according to this, he's got 8,212 supplies. And it looks like my center mass, looks like it should be shifted to the left a little bit. No, it looks like it's spot on. All right. Well, I was going to add some more supplies here, but that's going to shift the weight that way. Is there anything I can do? This'll... No. Oh, wait a minute. That was my idea. So I have inventory. Well, I think it's going to be a beast to land. I mean, the Mun is going to be a test, but Duna's got atmosphere, so it's going to be really hard, I think, to land something this massive. If I don't take an engineer, I can't connect any flex tubes, so I can't do a 2-part landing. I could if I relied on local warehouse for like supplies and stuff, but when it's disconnected like that, it doesn't show up in your status. So if I want to shift the weight this way so I can add more supplies, I can add stuff to the inventory here. It holds 1,000. No, I don't want... Stop. I don't want to add that. Go away. Doesn't this have... flatbed does not have inventory. Alright. So what would I want to take for inventory? Can I take one of these? Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh! I can add supplies here. I forgot. That was weird. Where is supplies? Alright, so 1,200 extra supplies. Oh, and look what that does to the weight. It brings it more to the left. I like it. Now he's got 9,417. Now, if I do this... It's got 10,000 supplies. I can still put stuff in here. I don't know what I would put in there. My question is, can I put... If I take a copy of that, can I... No, it would be... It could, but it's not going to have anything in it. Use. Huh. Part has no resources. Part has no science data. Well... And oh, that is awesome. What's the thing on the front of the drills? What's the thing in front of the drills? Over here? This is the cab. That's a Caribou Rover command seat. Unless you think this is the front, that's a reactor with some cooling and some supplies. Oh, that is so cool. That's an extra 1,200 supplies. Oh, nice. Alright, so the center of weight, I think, has got to come back to the right some. Stop it. With the drills. With the drills? Oh, it's a container. Oh, we need to add more. Need to add more. Really? I don't know how to add more. Drills, container. This is material kits. I need material kits. I need 8,000 material kits to deploy the habitation. We'll figure. So this weighs 42 tons, 26 parts. Oh. Center mass is to the front a little bit too much. I don't know how to add any more mass. Oh, that's a planetary. Oh wow, that's cool. I guess that's as close as I can get. Well, if I need to add, so it's too heavy that way. All right. So if we go to the inventory, if we take this out, it brings the center mass back. Darn. All right. Well. All right. Let's let's test this out. See how it works. Make sure the wheels don't collapse. Excuse me. Can a pilot disassemble, or is that only an engineer? I think it's an engineer, because it needs a tool. Okay, wheels held. Cool. Brakes on. Turn on the lights. Let's get this on. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Alright, let's crank up the reactor. Let's turn on one of these. See what happens. Let's get this deployed. This deployed. Let's deploy that. Deploy that. Deploy that. Deploy that. Alright, so how is the reactor spun up all the way? Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's put this up here. Reactor output capacity 95%. What? Ow. Why? Really? That's gotta be wrong. Thermal efficiency is... Oh, because... Oh, okay, let's turn on this one. Huh. Well, that's different. Oh, I still have to get that out of there. Oh, there it goes. That's so weird. All right, let's turn off one of these. Let's see if this one can keep up. Oh, my bad. All right, so when he deploys this, it sucks all the material kits from there. Excuse me. Weird. All right, so this Ranger, okay, and I haven't turned on the drills yet though. All right, let's transfer him. Transfer. So now we have logistics so we can get stuff back and forth. The nuclear reactor is... It says the output cap is 95%. What's using up all the juice? All right, let's turn this on. Oh, there's reactor load. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let's just wait. Well, okay, so that's on. So with that all on, look at that, 1 year supplies. Booyah. That's what I was looking for. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on drill. So reactor load going up, cooling going up. So it looks like thermal efficiency is holding. So the reactor's not going to overheat, melt down, melt through, whatever they do. Cooling is going up slowly. So the reactor is all the way spun up. It's got an extremely small load on it. And we turned on this drill, which is over halfway. That's still has material kits in it. Why? Weird. Should have used up all those material kits for that. I don't know. Anyway, alright, so this drill is... Alright, let's turn on the other drill. Alright, according to this, again, we have indefinite habitation, indefinite homesickness. We have over a year of supplies. It says we have 11 days electrical. That's a lie. Just wait until these get spun up all the way. I don't think we're going to have any problems. So I'm bringing a spare cooling. I already know Jeb can get out and repaint this. I can even turn on this converter. I don't think it does anything, though. Let's see. Bring that up. Bring this up. And if we say start converter, does anything change? I think it helps habitation. Didn't help food. So we don't have to turn that on. Right. Nope. Alright, so we don't have to turn that on. However, I wonder what would happen if we add another Kerbal to it and the indefinite drops, if that would make it go up. So, I don't think we're going to have a power problem. I don't think we're going to have a heating problem either. I think this is a good solution. Now it's just a matter of getting this to the MUN. So we have a center of mass, so we can control from here, right? Yeah, we can put a guidance chip here, control from there. We do have battery, right? That has electrical charge. That's got electrical charge. Alright, so we have electrical charge. Alright. So this is a replacement for the current gypsum. So we can land this with another pilot. And we can shut down all that other stuff. This will actually be better because the gypsums that's there, the drills are only doing, there's 3 separators. Or, yeah, separators. And I only got 2 of them configured on each drill. So again, I don't think we're going to have a problem. I think this is ready to test. Unless anyone has any objections out there. Alright, let's Alright, let's revert this. have a once over on it. We'll take a new pilot so we can bring those 2 back. Oh, I know what I need to test. If this thing can drive. Ugh. Alright, let's drive it. Let's hold this up. I do stupid stuff in KSP and I just found the set orbit button on the cheat menu so I can no longer... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can... If you know what a safe orbit is around the planet, you can just, you can do this. So if you want to try to put something in Duna to see if it's going to work, you figure out what the safe orbit is, plug it in, and say, boom. Yes. I would feel so much better if there was another wheel in the middle. Are these auto-strut to heaviest? Alright, let's just drive this around. There's also another mod called Vessel Mover. I think it has a spawn option too. I've never used it. I use the Vessel Mover occasionally. When I'm testing things, I'll put it on like the landing strip, and then I'll move it so I don't have to drive it, or you know, I can make a configuration that I don't have to worry about. I just want supplies or something, and then I use that mod to move stuff. Alright, so control from here. And we're driving. I don't think this can go over real lumpy terrains. Let's find out. Got some decent clearance. Alright, I didn't like that. That is auto-strutted, alright. Let's pick up some speed and see what happens if we go down a slightly steep embankment. Slightly, barely. Have you tried the B9 Aerospace? I have not. I think I had some of the parts in the early times when I started playing. But it's what I'm trying to do on this career, historical in mind. I'm only using mods that I absolutely need. Like, obviously I want to colonize, and the only colonization mod is MKS. And I added life support, so I added the MKS life support. For other part mods, I think Kerbal Engineer and MechJeb add parts. But I think that's all the part mods I have. Alright, whoa, got a little squirrely. Wow, alright. I know one of my fellow rocket jockeys loves it. Ozzy loves them. Okay, we're not going. Alright, so we spun out. Try to pick up speed again here. I'm going to go to the launch pad and go over the lumps they have there and see how that works. Yeah, I know their stuff is like really future, high-tech looking. It's really cool. I've seen a lot of cool stuff. I have no creative gene in my... at all. I mean, I've seen EJ take stock parts and make something that looks absolutely fabulous, like a Soyuz. And I use his Soyuz craft. It needs to be updated for 1.2. He said he would. Also, he's got his 747 and his shuttle. And I watched DOS make something looked like a Star Wars cruiser. Alright, let's see how this goes. That was good. Alright, let's see how this goes. So, we're at 20 meters per second. We only got 4 wheels. And a pilot cannot fix wheels. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright. Very cool. Drives pretty good. It looks like a stretch limo for the Mun. Your ride has arrived, sir. Do they have any Grey Poupon? Alright, so... I just wish this container could be smaller. But we have our center of mass. I can't attach anything to the front or the back because I have to put a rocket around this thing. So out of curiosity, I'm wondering if under the rover they have their own. Where are they? Oh, no. Yes. All right. So. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's two gimbals. Why? Why are there two gimbals? I don't get it. Is that for each side? Oh, alright, maybe it's for each side. I get it. Alright, so, do these things have reaction wheels? I see no reaction wheels. Does this have a reaction wheel? It does. Alright. I just want to test this out and I want to see if it's going to work. So let's attach a little bit of fuel to it. This gives them on. Wow, that's just gross. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we want to control. Let's do this. Alright. Let's see what this does. Well, that was 2 hours of trying to figure out what we need, what works. I learned a little bit because I really don't mess around with that much. I really don't. Oh man, that feels good. So I need to simulate the mun. Put on the brakes. I'm surprised these wheels haven't crushed. We want to control from here. Alright, so simulating the gravity on the mun. Cheats. And we want to hack the gravity to 0.65, I think. I think. Oh, I don't have any, so I must have did I do the gravity wrong? Oops. Oops, wrong one. Hey, Torched, how you doing? There we go. Hack gravity. I think the problem is I don't have enough thrust weight. Oh, thanks, Death Prophet. It's a head cold. I went to bed with Vicks on my chest last night. No one sung, you know, Sad Kitty or whatever, Happy Kitty or whatever it is. Alright, so I don't have enough thrust to weight ratio. What happened? Where's Jeb? Whoa. Alright. That was interesting. We were in no space. Alright. So I don't think I can use what as heavy as that is. They've updated. Okay, fine. Chuck, please. So let's make sure Jeb's not out in space somewhere. Although, if I find him,
That was totally wicked.
Super XCO, thank you for the host, appreciate it. I think I have to put my own VTOL on there. Let me make one real quick. I want to see if this thing will stay level. It's just, I think it's too big, especially for Duna. That was a lot of back and forth in and out of an editor too, so. Excuse me. Alright, he's not out there. Alright, good. Alright, let's go back to here. And so we're looking for Mun Hab. Replacement. Alright. So let's take this out. Put that there. Again, I just want to test to see if this will work. Alright, so that's better thrust to weight ratio. Not a whole lot of fuel, but we could use bigger tanks. Again, I just want to test this. Let's make sure... Oops. Oops. I'm at the tanks. Oh, alright. Oh, daggone it. Hang on, this ain't gonna work. Put these down to 20. I've been using 25 and not having really awesome success all the time. So let's limit these down. Since you're a native English speaker, thank you, appreciate that. Andy, you can tell where I am, basement or cellar. What is the difference between a basement and a cellar? When I hear basement, I think of storage Cellar, I think of food storage. And I'm American, not English. Like, my aunt had a basement and it was livable. She had a washer and dryer down there. And she had a couch, TV. So it was a living space, basement. And then a long time ago, I used to visit someone that had a cellar, but it was a vegetable fruit cellar. They were both attached to the house, too. Alright, so let's see what this does. Didn't change anything there. You're doing laundry? You're in a basement. That's my take. I could be entirely wrong. What does the internet say? What is the difference between basement and cellar? The distinction is that the basement is an area below ground and it is part of the building foundation and a specific purpose, but doesn't have a specific. And a cellar is below ground level with its cellular-like traits, temperature, and shelter, and doesn't have part of the home's foundation. So there is a difference. Oh well. Oh, we're rolling. We're moving. Stop. And then we want to control from here. I got a whole lot of Kerbals too. I didn't want that. That was my bad. What is the module you use for that? It comes with MKS. It's Caribou. It used to be its own mod, but now it's not. This is the Caribou rover. This is from Caribou. Caribou. MKS. I gotta sneeze again. Did I turn on the brakes? Alright, control from there. These are all gimbaled at 20. Alright. Oops. Throttle. Yeah, these are tools from MechJeb, that is correct. Alright, this is gonna work. By the way, this is on Kerbin, not the MUN, so we don't have the right. Oh, my bad. Alright. Alright, that doesn't work. So the translation was having a little problem holding it, but the smart ASS was keeping it up and that let me try that again. Let's revert to launch. Yeah, that's those two tools come from MechJub, yes. Turn on the brakes. 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 Go. Control from here. Let's hack the gravity. Cheats. Hack. And I believe it's 065. I may be wrong. 64, close enough. We're going to keep surface and up. Whoa. Forgot we're on the moon. God, I wish there was a better way than my stupid little reflexes to control the thrust. Alright, this is very far-fetched, but... So what I'm going to do is put bigger tanks so I get more delta V, and then I'll put veneers on the sides and the front and back so I have attitude control. Can't believe I'm going to do this again. Alright, oh wait, before we do that. Go back, set, hack, close, and these off. So for some reason, the translation isn't keeping it. Well, hang on. Let's try this again. Hack gravity. Close enough. And if we say kill 0. Keep vertical. Let's turn that off. Keep that up. And if it starts to teeter, that's just when I was trying to kill the horizontal speed, so I'm going to have to do that manually. A little bit of teeter. Not cheater, teeter. Maybe that will work. That is just going to be the most stupidest landing in the world. Well. All right. Well, I believe I have a replacement. I wish I could condense it. Seems like the reactor is overkill, but there's not an in-between solution. The gimbal of 20%. I wonder if that really helped. Seemed to have. Oh, darn it. Weird. Alright. I'm not going to go with a battery because the rover's got enough battery. We're going to test this out, see if this works as good. So this gives us 1400 delta V. We'll see. Again, I just need one dude. Testing with Jeb. See, we can put also those landing stabilizers, I think. Let's see if there's enough room. Oh, probably won't be enough room. I forgot to strut all that. Alright. Not rolling anywhere. Alright, throttle down. Let's hack the gravity. Close enough. Tools. Alright, let's let's get some altitude. Let's see. So let's see what happens when I tell it to kill. See, it starts to do this crazy teeter, even with the smallest of loads, and then it's going to get out of control. So what we're going to do here is say not to kill it. Now, if we drift, I can control that with RCS. Alright, it seems manageable. I just have to get it to settle down. And then if we don't land, don't panic if we don't land where we want. We turn all this off, we drop all this, and we drive to where we need to go. I think that's going to work. I mean, God, I hate this thing to be so big. But if I want a Kerbal on Duna and not have to worry about his habitation and his food for over a year, this is the only solution I can come up with. And then once we start getting infrastructure up and running, even if we're not making supplies, the more drops we do with guys that have supplies, they start sharing the supplies, and it expands their pool. And then I think, I don't know, too far ahead to think. All right, wait, let's revert. All right, so I think this is probably a perfect place to stop and pick up tomorrow. And we're going to take one of these to the Mun. It would be more like this. Oh, not like that. Let's get this prepared for tomorrow. Just it'd be something like this. I'm getting tired of all the parts. Oh, I'm going to have to just... Never mind. What am I looking for? Alright. That's going to be tomorrow. Alright, let's see if I can find any fellow streamers that would enjoy your guys' company here real quick. Now I got to rest my voice and try to get healthier. I don't see any other KSP streamers that I know. Doing an update. I don't. I mean, it is Saturday. Alright, guys. Oh, wait. Sorry. Something just popped up. Yeah. Alright, so Tyler Reeves. What's he doing today? He is doing a Star Destroyer. Alright, so he's doing some creative stuff. Let's do this, guys. Let's do a friendly gamers circle visit. Right there. Click on that link. Go give him a follow. I would appreciate it. He's a fellow rocket jockey. And you guys have a good one. Give him a host right now. See ya.